Hey guys, and so we're back for day 2 of our science lesson on shadows. So, yesterday you guys answered these questions in your shadow journals or on your Google form. So, these are the 3 questions, and what I'm going to do is I went in and looked at some of your thoughts, some of your answers. I'm going to share some of those out so you can see if you were thinking the same thing some of the other kids were thinking. And then we're going to move on to what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to teach you a new science word, and you're going to learn something that you're going to do today that is a big science concept that you're going to do in 4th grade and 5th grade and every grade after this. So this is super exciting. So for question number 1, the question was, what is a shadow and how do you think they are created? Someone on Google Classroom said a shadow is a dark shape that is made because a person or object is blocking the light. I thought that was super smart, and I liked the word blocking, because one important thing about shadows is that the reason why the shadow is there is because the light cannot get through it. It is blocking it. So I thought that was a really great answer. Question number 2 said, what are some objects that you think could create shadows? Some of the things I got were people, dogs, trees. Of course, I always see big shadows coming off of trees. That's a really good one. A ball or a tower. I thought a tower was really smart too, because that's something that's really big and thick and the sun shines on. And then the 3rd question was, can you think of any objects that will not have a shadow and why? So one of the answers I got for that was glass inside a window, and I also got water. And the reason behind that, what people were saying, is because the light can actually go through those things. Glass cannot block the light, and water doesn't block light. So those are 2 thoughts that I saw that were really, really smart. And so those are some things that may not create shadows. So moving on to what we're going to talk about today is a hypothesis. Scientists create hypotheses, and I want to tell you kind of what that means. A hypothesis is an educated guess. And underneath that, I have a testable science question. So there's 2 things I want to point out here. When we say guess, but we have the word educated in front of it, we're not just giving crazy guesses. We are using information we already kind of know about our topic. So we went through some brainstorming here, and we really got an idea of what a shadow is. And so now we're going to move on to that next step of a hypothesis. So we are going to make an educated guess to our next question here, thinking about all those things, again, that we know. And one important thing to know about a hypothesis is that it is a testable science question. It means that we can have this question in science, we can test it, and we can see if what we're thinking is true or not. So that's actually how real scientists work to discover new things or test out theories that they have. So here's your question for today. To have a short shadow, so a shadow that's not like super huge and long, but like a short shadow, do you think the light has to be close to the object or farther away? So thinking about the sun and a tree. Does the sun have to be close to make a small shadow or far away? So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google form that's on your science slide for today. You're actually going to write your own hypothesis, which is just an educated guess of what you think the answer to this question is. So again, does the object have to be close? Does the sun or the light have to be close to the object or farther away to make a short shadow? So a shadow that's not very tall. Is that light source going to be really close or really far away? After you do this is the super fun part and really important part. After you make your hypothesis, you are going to test that hypothesis like a real scientist, and you're going to come up with a conclusion. When we are reading, we know that conclusion means what you find out in the end to be true. Same thing in science. So, after you form your hypothesis, what you're going to need is a dark room, a flashlight, and just your hand. You could use an object, like I have tape here or a marker, but what you're going to do is you're going to turn the lights off in a really dark room or wait till nighttime, and you're going to hold up your hand like making shadow puppets. You're going to take your flashlight and you're going to move it closer and farther away to see, to try to prove what you found in your hypothesis. So when you hold that light super close, does it make a short shadow? When you pull it away, does it make a short shadow? Which way makes a longer shadow? So you're going to guess first based off what you know, then you're going to test it out, and then you're going to write your conclusion. All of that you're going to record is on that slide that you need in that Google form for you to fill out for today. So I'm excited to see what you test out and what you find. And I can't wait to try it because I haven't tried it yet. So when it gets dark in just a little bit, I'm going to try that out and show you guys so we can kind of compare what we found together. So before we end for today, I want to go back to our standard that we're working on all week. And that is, we're looking at changes in the length and direction of an object's shadow. So we are talking about length, how long or short a shadow is, and how that indicates the changing position of the sun. Remember, your flashlight or your light is your sun. When you are moving that farther and closer away, you are pretending that it's the sun or your light source to see what effect it has on those shadows, because ultimately that's what our goal is this week. So I can't wait to see and read your hypothesis and to see your conclusions. So I'll see you guys back after I test out mine.